a breakup survival guide. How to get your ex back after a bad breakup. My name is Coach Adrian, and in this video, I want to give you actionable items to help you quickly bounce back after a painful breakup. Going through a breakup can be extremely devastating. You lose the person that you love, and it feels very unsettling because it is an identity crisis. Overnight, your reality changes instantly. And so for many people, even those that are even-keeled, confident, that have their life in order, can be completely rocked by such an event. Things are even worse when you go through a painful, dramatic, ugly breakup where things are said that perhaps you both later regret, and when it becomes a little bit contentious and nasty. Unfortunately, many people go through these types of breakups and they end up reaching out to us in private coaching sessions for guidance. What to do to make things better, how to heal, how to cope, when to give up. And I thought that it would be appropriate to do a video in order to provide you with a survival guide of sorts. So, first and foremost, we want to be able to assess the damage done or the current state of affairs. Not all ugly breakups are created equal. So it's one thing if you ended up saying hurtful things to one another. It's another if things got escalated to the point where violence occurred or where the police had to intervene or where a restraining order was put in place. And unfortunately, sometimes this type of things tend to happen. And in cases like this, it's very important for you to distance yourself completely from your ex for a significant period of time. Never should you do something that will put yourself in legal jeopardy or that will potentially cause you to have to account to the law, or that will put your life or the life of your significant other or your ex in any sort of danger or jeopardy. So let me be very clear. Not all relationships are meant to be salvaged. Everyone deserves the chance to heal, but not all relationships should be salvaged. Now, that's not the case for all bad breakups. Most people that go through a breakup tend to lose control of their emotions, and they, again, can beg, can plead, and can force their significant other to really set hard boundaries and to push them away, to try to kind of protect the decision that they have made to start anew. And radio silence, no contact, a set period of time where you choose to pull away in order to really assess the damage, to heal, to start to grow, is absolutely critical and necessary. In my opinion, that is the first step of the survival guide after a bad breakup. This is a period of time that will enable you to understand what went wrong, to take responsibility, to forgive yourself, to start to heal, and to enable your ex to do the same. We need to let things cool down for a while so that you both no longer communicate from a place of heightened emotion. And during this period of no contact, you obviously have to prove to yourself that you're not that person. And there needs to be action that ensues to start to detach, to start to grow, and to start to regain control over your emotions. In essence, I encourage you now to create that new reality without your ex. You need to show that you can be stable, healthy, happy, to have projects, things that you look forward to without them. It will alleviate a lot of pressure and stress and expectation and anxiety for your ex. They no longer feel responsible for your well-being. They will no longer feel threatened by you. They will feel like you are a lot more independent and resilient. And at the same time, perhaps they're going to start to miss you and to appreciate that the relationship was not just all bad, and it cannot be defined only by what happened at the time of the breakup. Very often, what tends to happen in these types of situations is that there's a lot of passion. If the breakup is so volatile, a lot of times it's because there was a lot of passion, and many times the relationship itself was also volatile. And so I have seen a lot of cases where two people are attracted like magnets. And that's not going to just go away because you've decided to distance yourself. On the contrary, your ex will feel that magnetic pull towards you because you're being more attractive. You're becoming more attractive. In essence, they're losing you. And so there's something at stake for them too. It's not just you trying to fight for the relationship. It's also them realizing that in some way, shape, or form, they depend on you a lot more than they realized, and that life without you is not as great that they perhaps would have hoped. So, another tool at your disposal in your survival guide after a bad breakup is the accountability letter. At some point, we are going to need to reestablish contact with them the right way. We're going to do so in a way that's not triggering for them, in the way where we show them that we're not coming in the way of what they want, of their happiness. We're going to convey that we've accepted the breakup and that space and time is probably best for you both to heal and to move forward. We're going to express that you take accountability for certain negative actions, but we're going to spin that in a positive way so that you don't come off as desperate and needy. And on the contrary, so that it comes off as uplifting and inspiring and surprising to your ex. This may sound counterintuitive, but it's important to convey to your significant other that you accept the breakup and that you want them to be happy even if it's not with you. It is a way to regain control even though you may be pulling away. It is a way to make them appreciate you and not just take you for granted. I know that you're probably really distraught at this time, and you may have chosen to watch this video to numb the pain rather than to find a sustainable, healthy way forward. But it is possible. I have seen quite a few scenarios lately, especially amongst young people, people also in their late 30s and 40s, where they go through this emotional outbursts, fight like cats and dogs, take a step back, grow, and realize that they're actually quite compatible. And that in the 2 or 3 cases that I'm thinking about, one or both parties started to date again. Oftentimes the person pulling away, the person that decided to end the relationship, puts themselves back out there. And it is through that relationship that they actually realize how connected they were to their ex. Sometimes it's not a relationship. Sometimes it's just a sexual escapade or encounter with one of their ex or someone from their past. That is a pattern that we see quite a bit. You go through a breakup, and so you go back to a previous boyfriend or girlfriend for validation and attention. The point is, if you truly evolve, if you give them time and space, if you're able to verbalize that you take accountability and you ask for forgiveness in a way that's not needy or desperate, you can lay the foundation for a new beginning. But it takes time, and you have to approach this the right way. You have to be patient with yourself and not try to take shortcuts or cut corners, because you will make a mistake and you will push them away if you do. I really want to emphasize a couple of other points. One being the importance of self-care after the breakup. You're not going to just magically start to feel better. You're not, if you don't do anything. And time on its own will not heal this wound if you don't address it. You need to engage in self-care. Perhaps that means removing certain triggers from your life. Pictures on social media, or other reminders that will make you feel horrible. Perhaps it means cutting certain negative people out of your life that bring you down. Perhaps it means going to therapy to address childhood traumas or emotional baggage that you're carrying from previous unhealthy, toxic relationships that you've been in. But the point is, you need to take steps to heal and for your self-care. Otherwise, this is going to be a lot more difficult than it has to be. Of course, we are here also as coaches to support you in this process. But ultimately, you need to make sure that you are taking certain steps to help you heal and cope in a healthy way after this breakup. Finally, I want you to really make it your mission to learn about empathy. You're going to need to really develop that virtue or spiritual quality in order to rebuild a healthy relationship with this person. They need to feel validated. They need to feel heard. They need to feel understood. And you need to be able to learn how to communicate with them, how to not trigger them, and how to make sure that they understand that you're on the same team. And really developing this virtue of empathy can enable you to not just help them forgive you and move past this painful breakup, but also set yourself up for a healthy relationship once you do get back together, because I know that that is the goal. So, if you have examples and experiences of things that you've been able to do to survive a painful breakup, please share it with others. Let's not let the knowledge end here. You two have to be responsible to continue to educate each other and to support each other on this journey of healing and self-rediscovery. So please, in the comment section below, share your experiences. If you want more practical, actionable items to add to your breakup survival guide, click on the link below. You will access free, in-depth resources that go further than the concepts that we've covered in this video. That's what we do. We're here to support you, and we're here to provide you with the tools if you're motivated to approach this process the right way. If you're willing to do the work, we have the resources for you to help you get there. And that's what you can find right here below one click away. As always, thank you for your trust. Thank you for supporting this channel. And I look forward to doing more awesome content for you. As always, keep fighting the good fight and see you soon.